today we're going to preview a new book, okay, that you're going to read with Ms. Broder during guided reading, all right? And the purpose for us meeting today is we are going to define words that we don't know by using context clues. Do you know what context clues are? What are they?
They're helping me
What are they helping you do?
find a word.
Okay. What kind of clues can I use to define a word that I don't know?
When you look in the passage, if you see that word, it gives you the actual definition of it.
Sometimes it gives us the actual definition, but what do we do when it doesn't give us the definition?
You have to look through the passage and see if you can find out what they're talking about, and they'll probably give you the definition, but it's not really actually there.
It's not explicitly there. Very good, okay? I have to imply it or infer it. Good. What other things can I do when I don't know what a word means, besides looking for context clues? Is there anything else that I can do? That you can think of? Okay, sometimes pictures can help us define words too, right? Okay, so we can use pictures or we can use other words, all right? Okay, let's take a look at the title. Would one of you like to read it to me? What's the title of this book, Faith?
Surprising swimmers.
Surprising Swimmers. Do you notice anything about that title? Surprising Swimmers.
That it's gonna, you see how the elephant is swimming?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna give us different animals that you haven't known that can swim.
Did you know that an elephant could swim?
Um,
Because I was surprised that the elephant could swim. Did you know that? No. Did you?
No, because I didn't think that elephant can swim because they got feet, not that.
Well, we have feet, right?
Yeah,
Can we swim?
yeah.
Okay. But I want you to look at the title again. This is actually an example of figurative language. And I'm wondering if you can help me identify it. Surprising Swimmers. What do you notice about the beginning of each word?
There's
What do you notice at the beginning of both of these words? Surprising and swimmers.
they both have S's.
Okay, they both have S and they make this sound, right? Do you know what type of figurative language that is? When there's more than one word that has the same beginning sound? Remember?
So I think it's either supporting or
Supporting. It's an example of alliteration. Can you say that word?
alliteration.
Alliteration. Watch my mouth. Alliteration.
Alliteration.
Can you say it, Francis? Okay, so alliteration is when we have more than one word that starts with the same sound, like Sally went to the seashore to get shells, right? All right. Okay, so what I want you to do first is I want you to skim through the book. You don't have to go page by page. And I just want you to write some words that you don't know what they mean, okay, that you see. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to do that, okay? So go ahead. You don't have to read every word. Just look through the words. If there are any that you see that you don't know what they mean, you can write them down. Okay. All right. So we're going to add to this list as we read if there are any other words that we don't know, okay? And we're going to define these words as we read. Now, I picked out some words that I wasn't sure of, okay? And they happen to be some of the same words that you wrote, okay? Does anybody want to try to read this word?
Domestic.
Good. Put it together.
Domestic.
domestic.
Say it, Francis.
Domestic.
Domestic. Say domestic.
Domestic.
Any ideas what the word domestic might mean? No ideas? Okay. How about this word? Therapy. Can you say this word, Pete?
Therapy.
Therapy. Any idea what the word therapy means?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
When it's a doctor's office and they help you move your bones and stuff.
Okay. All right. You have any ideas?
They help you if you have trouble focusing in class. They'll help you with that.
Okay. Sometimes they talk you through different things. Okay. So those are two different types of therapy. Okay. Good. How about this word?
Snorkel.
Snorkel. Do you know what a snorkel is?
Yes.
What is it?
When you put on, it's like type of like a mask that has a tube on the side of it, so when you go in the water, you can still breathe.
Have you ever snorkeled before?
No, but my cousin has.
Okay, so you've seen it. Have you ever seen someone snorkel before? Okay. All right. Let's see. We have 2 more.
Breeds.
Say it. Faith.
Breathes.
Breeds. Do you know what the word breeds means?
It's like a pedigree, which is a type of special dog.
Okay, great word, pedigree. Okay, so it has something to do with different types of dogs, maybe? Okay. And the last one,
What?
wegged. What do you think that word means? Let's make predictions. They don't have to be right.
They have very wide feet, so it helps them in the swim.
Maybe. Okay. All right, so now we're going to see if your predictions or what these definitions are actually true. Okay, if your predictions of what these words means. So let's turn to page 6.
And it gets
Okay. Can you find me the word domestic? Point to it. On page 6. Show me, you can identify the word domestic. Point to it. Okay. We're going to read those 2 sentences together. All right? You ready? We're going to read it out loud. Even though, read with me,
Even though
most domestic cats.
Please report to Secretary.
Okay, I want you to try to read it together with me. All right? You don't have to repeat each. Let's try to read it together. All right? So let's start from the beginning. Get you ready? Even though most domestic cats don't like the water, the largest cat in the world is a good swimmer. Tigers can usually be found living near water. Okay, so what do we think the word domestic means? We're going to use the clues of the other words around us. And what else can we use besides the words to help us figure out? The pictures, okay? So even though most domestic cats don't like the water, the largest cat in the world is a good swimmer.
I think I have an idea of what domestic is, even though I looked at the picture.
But that's okay that you're looking at the picture, okay? Because pictures are clues also. So what do you think domestic means?
Like I'm looking at the tiger and his face. Well, her or his face expression.
Mm-hmm.
It makes, well, that's what I think domestic means. Like the way it looks. Like this tiger looks mean and vicious and stuff.
Okay, so let's see what they're saying about domestic cats. Most domestic cats don't like what?
Water.
So,
Okay.
so regular little cats do not like water, but
What makes you think that domestic means regular cats? You're on the right track.
regular as in stray cats, they would eat the water. But
Do either of you have a cat?
No, but I have a dog.
Okay, so we need to look at this clue word here. Do you see where it says even though? Okay, Faith, I need you to pay attention here. Even though most domestic cats don't like water, the largest cat in the world is a good swimmer. So who's the largest cat in the world here?
The tiger.
The tiger. Are tigers the same as domestic cats, do you think?
No.
What clue words tell us that domestic cats are not the same as tiger in this sentence?
When it says most domestic cats do not like water, so they probably mean like the small cats that like stray cats and stuff. You pour water on them, they don't like it, so they run away.
Okay, what makes you think it's just stray cats? What about what other kind of cats are there? There are stray cats, and maybe they don't like the water. What other kind of cats are there?
Can I show you a picture of the cat that I saw?
Sure.
Like these type of cats.
Okay, they might live outside, but where else can cats live?
In homes.
At homes, too, right? Okay, so they could, well, will these cats live in the same place as a tiger?
No.
Probably not, okay? So domestic cats don't like the water. All right, so what do you think domestic means? This word is using to describe a certain type of cat. What
Like-
kind of cat? Domestic.
Regular, ordinary cat
that live where?
at home.
Okay, so domestic probably means something that's categorizing a pet or an animal that lives at.
Home.
Okay,
So it doesn't like water.
Good, that doesn't like water. All right, let's try another one. Let's try to figure out what the word. Let's go to page 13 and find webbed. Okay. Can you point to the word webbed for me? Can you find webbed? Okay. Let's read these two sentences together. Ready? You've probably seen polar bears swimming at a zoo, but do you know why they're so good at it? They have webbed feet, similar to a duck's feet, which help them paddle through the water. Okay. What do you think webbed means? Webbed is being used to describe what here? Look at this. You have to look at the sentence for your evidence. What is web describing in the sentence?
Polar bears have like a different type of texture feet.
Okay, so webbed is describing what?
Feet.
Feet. Okay. What part of speech describes nouns?
Figure.
What kind of words describe nouns? Okay, adjectives describe nouns, okay? Adjectives describe nouns. And in this case, webbed is describing what again?
Noun. I mean adjective. Noun.
Webbed is describing
Oh,
what
feet.
noun? Feet. Okay. So what do you think it means to have webbed feet?
Wide feet like ducks.
Okay, talk to me about duck's feet. How are they different?
They're like,
Wide.
Okay, they're
like
wide.
they're
What
wide.
else?
They're like a triangle shape,
Okay.
but they have lines going down the middle, and they actually stick on floors when they pick them up. And pick them up.
Okay. How are they different from our hands?
Because our hands don't stick together. Our hands are out. You can move them. But ducks' hands, they can't move. They just stay in one position.
Okay, so web means what then maybe, Francis?
They have the same, almost the same thing as ducks do.
Okay, but Faith gave us a description of what webbed might mean. She talked about how, Faith, give us your example again. How are webbed feet different from our?
What feet are different from our feet?
Hands because
Oh,
we
yeah.
can move them.
Because what? They're kind of what? Stuck together, okay? So maybe that's what web means. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's all we're going to do today. I want you to stick your sticky onto the page that we're on. Okay, and once we continue actually reading, okay, we're going to see whether or not our definitions are accurate, okay? All right, so if I come to a word in a story that I don't know, what can I do to help me figure out what the word means? What two things can I use?
Use colors.
Or
Okay.
you could do this. No.
What kind of clues? Where am I going to get the clues
pictures.
from? Pictures
and
or
words.
the other words around it, okay? Very good. Good job, girls. Okay, you can go back to your seats.